a KQED television production.
It kind of was like the bang that set off the night.
That is the funkiest restaurant.
The honey walnut prawns will make your insides smile. So.
More tortillas, please.
What is comfort food if it isn't gluten and grease?
I love creme brulee.
The octopus should have been like quadrupus because it was really small.
And you know that when you split something, all the calories evaporate and then there's none.
That's right. Yeah.
Check Please Bay Area is made possible by the members of KQED and by Bay Area Subaru dealers. Opportunities to test drive the 2015 Subaru Impreza are available at local Subaru dealers. Subaru, online at Subaru.com. Integrated Resources Group, over 10,000 slabs in stock today. IRG in Brisbane and Dublin, online at marblecompany.com. Natural mattress systems from European Sleepworks, working to improve comfort and wellness for over 40 years. European Sleepworks in Berkeley, online at sleepworks.com. Oakland International Airport, with service to Europe, Mexico, Hawaii, and across the USA. Park close, fly on time.
Learn more at exploreonyx.com.
Support KQED's vehicle donation program and donate a car to help raise funds for quality public media. Powered by Cars.
Hi, I'm Leslie Sabraco. Welcome to Check Please Bay Area, the show where regular Bay Area residents review and talk about their favorite restaurants. Now we have 3 guests and each one recommends one of their favorite spots and the other 2 go check them out to see what they think. This time we're gathering eateries from past seasons for an eclectic European restaurant tour. Join us as we travel the Bay Area. Our first location features realtor Patrick Adair's pick from Season 2, which can still be found in the New Almaden foothills. It's purported to be the first 2-story building in California. It treats us to a little French cuisine and maybe even a spooky presence. Be ready to savor the flavors in San Jose at La Foret restaurant.
One of the nicest compliments I hear from our customers over and over is that your food is so consistent. Whenever we come back, it's always the same excellent food. That is one of the nicest things we hear over and over at La Foret. Building is a historical building. It used to be a place where the Quicksilver miners used to live. Quicksilver is mercury. That's what they used to purify gold in old days. They did it until 1928 when the value of Quicksilver went down. They closed the place. Actually, they made a bordello out of it for a couple of years. And then they changed it to a restaurant in 1930s. And in 78, we took over and changed it to La Foret, French classic food. No bordello going on anymore.
Okay, Patrick, are there really ghosts in this old house?
Well, I've been going to this place for 20 years, and they, when the very first time I went there, the waiter had mentioned that you might feel a little cold chill through the air, or listen for that drop spoon, and it just made me want to go back more and more. So it was one of those great little nuances to the restaurant that was one of the things that I enjoyed so much.
But it's not the only compelling thing, obviously, about La Foret. What other things do you adore about this restaurant?
Well, what makes me so passionate about it is just the great food, the great service, and being able to go away 5 miles outside of town and just feel like you're escaped the whole entire world, and you have just wonderful people attending to you, 2 or 3 waiters and putting down the napkin for you, pulling out your chair, and just the awesome food, and just the great different types of wild game that they have during the different times of the year. And so you can call up and find out what their specials are, and you can have them call you when they have specials that are coming available, so that you'll know.
Oh, that's nice. Now, if you can actually make it and not get lost, right, going there. Was this something, did you expect this upscale place
I
at
was
the end of this?
very skeptical, I have to be honest, because I looked at the website and I thought, oh, it looks a little has-been, and tuxedoed waiters, not my style, you know. And so, you know, then we got a little lost, but as we drove down the road a little more and more, it was so beautiful. The setting is gorgeous. And by the time we arrived, I was like, all right, I'm ready to give this place a chance. And I'm glad I did, because it was wonderful. We had such a nice meal there. They were so friendly. The atmosphere was really relaxing. It is stepping outside of a time and outside of the busyness of the Bay Area, and it was really nice, and the food was great too.
Stepping into the forest.
La Foret, exactly.
It really is.
Well, let's talk about the food, because that's what really this place is about. Let's kick off with the tasting menu. Mary?
Well, my husband and I both got a tasting menu, and I got the one that had the Kobe beef. And what else? Oh, there was so much food. It was
Ahi
just
tuna?
wonderful.
They
The
go
ahi
off and do
tuna
an
was
ahi
okay. I
tuna?
thought mine was a little more done, but I didn't take it back. I ate it. It was delicious.
You're a woman after my own heart. That's all right.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, okay, it's all right. But I'm going to eat it. And then the quail, which I'd never had, and this huckleberry sauce was a perfect pairing. Absolutely perfect. Everything was divine. The service was impeccable. But it's a really comfortable place.
You don't feel stuffy. You don't feel,
not at all.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
the surprise, you know, because you feel that it's going to be stuffy. And even the menu, I mean, I am not a big meat eater, and I thought, oh my gosh, this menu is entirely meat. And I got there and said, what the heck, I'm going to have the 6-course tasting menu, which was more food than I could ever imagine eating. And every bit was delicious. It was so good. Talking about wild boar, I mean, that's something I would never order. It was so good. It was so tender and so flavorful, and everything was delicious. Fantastic.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And when you
Makes me
go,
feel good.
yeah,
You like my restaurant.
because it is pricey. I mean, this is an expensive place, special occasion possibly.
Yeah.
Although there, you know, are quite a bit of people that go in and out of there, not dressed in, you know, they're in jeans or.
You can be comfortably dressed. You can be.
That's why I liked it, because I don't want to go out and spend that kind of money and have to be uncomfortable, you know. And I wasn't, and it was that just made it better for me. Just because the waiters are in tuxedos doesn't mean that you have to be, and that's, you know, that's great.
And
well, the wine list is quite nice. I mean, it's not overwhelming in terms of its selections. There's plenty of depth to it, and the prices are quite reasonable. There's an older sort of Cabernet section that really collectors would die to taste many of those wines at prices that are really very, very affordable. So, you know, if you're going to go down and have venison or steak, look at those big reds.
Yes, absolutely. And then you always, the waiter, before, as you walk in and you sit down and you're ordering your appetizers, he will always ask you for the pièce de résistance. Would you like the Grand Meunier soufflé?
Everybody.
Oh.
And chef and owner Johnny, everybody just calls him Johnny, right? You know, that's his specialty.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it just melts in your mouth, and I can tell you enjoyed it.
It was a work of art. It was an absolute. When my spoon went into that souffle, it just went. And just into that creme anglaise with the it was so good.
All right, this is your restaurant, so you have to convince people that they need to drive far and long down a winding road to get to La Foret.
Well, I think that if you are interested in getting a little bit of true spirit and getting a little bit of the real spirit, you'll be able to really enjoy yourself with one of the most fantastic, enjoyable meals that you would ever experience in your whole entire life. And so you have to at least go once, go for a birthday, go for an anniversary, do something special, but take your family or friends or even a great business dinner to La Foret.
Is this a hidden gem?
Absolutely. For a perfect sort of traditional special occasion place when you feel like getting away, this is the place to go.
All right, Mary, are you dreaming about that souffle?
Oh, yes. The trip is long. That's the one thing. It's like an hour and a half to get down there. But once you get there, it really is worth the trip. And it's for very special occasions, just because of the travel time. If it was here, I'd be there. For Grand Marnier Soufflé Weekly.
If you would like to try La Foret Restaurant, it's at Bertram Road in San Jose. The telephone number is 408-997-3458. It's open Tuesday through Sunday for dinner with brunch on Sunday. Reservations are required, and the average dinner tab per person is around $75. Next, a trip to the Italian kitchen introduced to us in Season 6 by massage therapist Mike Steffen. He works out any kinks in his list of restaurants. Whether it's kneading away the tensions of the day or swirling a fork, there are 2 ways to relax: on the table at the massage studio or at the table of his favorite spot. This mom-and-pop place, nestled in the heart of San Francisco's Bernal Heights, makes you feel like a member of La Familia. On Cortlandt Avenue, it's called Vega.
I'm Vega Freeman Brady, and I co-own Vega with my husband Giuseppe Manna. So Giuseppe is one of 4 siblings, and of the 4 siblings, he was always the one at his mother's side helping her cook. So from when he was a little 3-year-old, he would grab a chair and come up next to her and help her cut vegetables or peel potatoes or make pasta. He loved to make pasta. Here at Vega, we make everything fresh daily. So the bread is homemade, the pastas are homemade, the gnocchi's homemade, and all of the desserts are homemade. The recipes come from my mother-in-law, who lives in Italy. My husband calls her almost daily to get new ideas or recipes that she's used in the past, dishes that he loved growing up. Giuseppe is really loyal to making things simple because he thinks simple food is the best food. You can taste the ingredients and you can taste the deliciousness in everything that every ingredient has to offer. We use very high quality ingredients because the ingredients are what make the food. We only use 100% extra virgin olive oil from Sardinia. It's cold pressed, so it's the first press of the olives, so it has the most flavor. Vega is a neighborhood restaurant, and either myself or Giuseppe is almost always here. We talk to our customers, we love our customers, and we're proud of the food that we serve.
Now, Mike, this spot really is talking about, making you feel at home, and the owner's there. It's named after Vega and Giuseppe, the owners,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, this place, it's small, so I always make reservations before I go. That way I know that I can just get there and get right into a table. Appetizers, you can go with any of their salads or with their pizzas. I think are a great appetizer. It's that traditional Italian-style thin crust pizza, which is so good. But what I'm really going for, my go-to thing that I get every time is the gnocchi alla buscaiola, which is this delicious homemade gnocchi. It's like a bubbly little pillow, and then it has mushrooms and Italian sausage and this cream sauce with this little drizzling of white truffle oil. It's like the perfect comfort food. You could have any bad day and come and have that dish and know it's going to taste the same every time you're there. And it's delicious. And
now I have Carol over here moaning.
Well, I'm giving you the Brooklyn nod. I have to give you the Brooklyn nod. Look, I went with twice.
Oh, nice.
Twice.
I'm telling you, it's,
and let me tell you why. The first time I went with my friend, and we wanted to just check the restaurant out, and we had the pizza that has the egg on it, and he loves that pizza. But it didn't rise to the occasion for him. But I had that gnocchi dish. It was out of this world. So I went back the second time, and I didn't know that they had a Wednesday half-price bottle wine night.
Yeah.
So that's really the bargain, because they also have a La Familia night on Tuesdays. So I'm not going on Tuesdays because everybody's bambino will be crying. But I went on Wednesday with 3 other friends, and we had my standard is the margarita pizza because I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And so I went in to judge them on their pizza. I had to stop Giuseppe and tell him, your pizza is the most authentic tasting pizza I've had since I moved here from New York. And here's what's interesting.
He's from Rome.
Yeah. And he doesn't have the Brooklyn crust, so he doesn't have that big fan that you can fold, but the top of it is exactly what I remember from when I was a child. I went to school in an Italian neighborhood as a child. So that, I told him, you have now jettisoned me back 30 years because that's the authenticity of the flavor. But everybody, the rigatoni with the meat, one friend had it with the vegetables. It was just outstanding.
Yeah, they just
And Jeff, was your experience there the same? Were you?
I agree with Mike. The gnocchi alla Bascaiola?
Bascaiola.
Bascaiola, okay.
incredible. Really incredible. I don't even really like mushrooms that much anymore, and this dish was perfect, just the perfect blend of texture and flavor, you know, soft, but then the sausage was sort of crunchy, and no, really, I mean, that was without a doubt the standout dish. I went with 2 friends, and all 3 of us were in agreement. I'm not as crazy as the rest of the table about the other dishes. I thought it was all good, but I needed something a little more robust, and everything kind of was, it had a lot of cheese, so there was sort of this smoothness, which was good. And
For the pizzas, you're talking about the pizzas.
even the rigatoni and the other dishes, dishes, they had a lot of cheese. Like I got a broccoli rabe with orchetti, the little ears, and I thought that was going to be really garlicky and sort of olive oily, and instead, I mean, the broccoli rabe has a very strong bitter taste, which I like, but it was still kind of smoothed out by the cheese.
Well, I'm a cheese lover myself, so I mean,
you're not.
No, but I did love that mushroom pizza. They have a mushroom and it has truffle oil. That pizza was crazy good.
Next time you go, try the quattro formaggi. It's 4 different cheeses. It's fontina and mozzarella. I know you're like,
I'm not gonna go for that one.
And it has these thin sliced pears on it, and it just gives you this,
I will tell you this. I love the olive oil. It's a Sardinian olive oil, and she gave me the name of it because I just thought the olive oil was just outstanding. It's really fantastic.
All right, Mike, this is your spot. Give us a quick hit on Vega.
Well, if you're looking for really great Italian food that's authentic and homemade, you want to stop at Vega in Cortland.
Okay, and Jeff?
Cozy, and definitely the gnocchi and the cream sauce is phenomenal.
All right, my dear.
To all my East Coast, especially New York, Brooklyn fans, you do not have to go home anymore for good Italian food. You have found it here.
All right. If you're ready to visit Vega, it's on Cortland Avenue at Bennington Street in San Francisco. The telephone number is 415-285-6000. It's open for dinner every day. Reservations are recommended, and the average tab per person without drinks is around $30. Sales executive Ross Ritterman loves a bargain, but he won't compromise on flavor. Not your traditional restaurant space, the Basque Cultural Center, featured in Season 4, offers a place to learn the language, watch a movie, even pick up the regional game of pelota, a perfect way to build up your appetite. On Railroad Avenue in South San Francisco, it's all under the same roof at the Basque Cultural Center.
The Basque Cultural Center started because of a publicly owned handball court that was in North Beach. It was going to be torn down, and so the members, to continue the tradition, they decided to purchase a property of their own, and in 1979 this property was purchased. The restaurant was an afterthought, which later evolved to be very successful and now supports all the member activities and cultural events. We bring in the players from the Basque Country and musicians for the Basque Country.
Here at the Basque Cultural Center, we serve traditional food with a fresh ingredient, mostly a lot of lamb. Or we have the lamb stew on Sunday, we have the leg of lamb on Friday, and we have a rack of lamb with a la carte. The traditional Basque cooking, we use onions, garlic, and also a little bit of the piment d'Espelette.
I am from Basque heritage. My parents came here, so I'm first generation Basque American. I've been here 13 years at the Basque Cultural Center, and I took that opportunity thinking that I was going to be playing pilota again, but I've been busy with the restaurant. It's been very successful, so there's no time for playing pilota.
All right, Ross, you're not Basque. I mean, how did you find this spot?
I'm not, but you know, I had heard about it doing a little research, and my girlfriend had actually studied in Spain, and so we sort of gravitated toward this place.
Right.
And my boss at work is actually Basque, and he was pretty pleased to hear that I'd be reviewing this restaurant.
Oh, that's terrific.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about it, because it isn't a traditional place that we would think of going.
Yeah, you're not going to walk down the street and just see this place and be like, oh, this looks good, let's stop in.
It's in the middle of a neighborhood.
It's in the middle of a neighborhood and sort of in the industrial area of South San Francisco. So you need to sort of know to be looking for it. Just traditional family-style food. I believe a lot of the people working there are volunteers for the center. One of the greatest things I think about this place is that because it's in support of the activities of the center, they're not going to necessarily stiff you on the prices.
Right.
And I think you'll see that with pretty much everything on the menu. the wine list, there's virtually no markup.
Right. So Basque has a unique culture. It's a
Right.
bit of that southern France, as it's on the border of France and Spain.
Right.
You know, that Spanish flair, but with southern French influence, and you get that in the cooking, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You really get that sense of family, that this is a place where you know it's a great place to have a group, to sit down, have some hearty food.
Right. Did you go with a group, Vivian?
Actually, I did. My two very first friends that I made ever in San Francisco took me out for my birthday. And they'd
Happy
never
birthday.
been.
Toast to Vivian.
Oh,
Happy
well,
birthday,
thank you.
belated. Happy birthday. There you go. 29 again.
Oh, for the third time. I decided that I was going to celebrate my birthday in the month of December and use all the restaurants and have all my friends take me. So it actually worked out really nice.
That was great.
Good idea.
And we had a ball at that place.
Excellent.
What did you have?
You know, we had a little bit of everything. We had to have some appetizers.
That's the way to do it.
Yes.
Or a lot of bit of everything.
Yeah. At that place, yes. We had the escargot for the appetizers and the prosciutto and melon.
Nice.
And we had the family style dinner. So we had the lamb and the prime rib.
Nice.
It was so flavorful and so tender without being too raw, which I don't like.
Right.
And lamb, honestly, I normally don't like lamb, but I decided because it smelled so good when it passed by me to go to another table, I said, oh, I have to try
Give it a
some of
shot.
this.
Right. Yeah.
And I was shocked. It was so delicious. It didn't taste gamey at all. It was very soft. They had like a little saucer of it that came separately from the prime rib.
Right.
It was delicious.
They have a daily special, which I thought is kind of nice because a lot of restaurants don't have that anymore. So it kind of reminded me of kind of growing up, going to a neighborhood type of place where you had the daily special.
Right.
And they were very reasonably priced. All of them were less than $25. You get soup, you get super salad, you get your main dish,
And
two
they make
entrees.
different soups all the time, so
They
you're
do.
always
Yes.
getting a new soup, and
Yeah.
you know, bring
That's
lots
right.
of
It was
soup to the table.
wonderful. It was,
Ours
soup
was they
great.
had soup and salad and the entree and dessert.
Okay,
for like $19.
It was very reasonable. And I had the oxtail stew, and it came out, it was great. But the soup was cauliflower soup. I don't normally like cauliflower, but it was so good.
Yeah.
It was just excellent. The thing that just kind of threw me a little bit was the ambiance. I take my kids every year to sing at a rest home, and it kind of reminded me of upscale rest home with the pastel colors on the wall and little gold gilded pictures of peasants doing their daily jobs and this bright red carpeting on the ground. And then when I came in, it was 5:30, and we wanted to sit by the window, and there was no one there.
Right.
And she said, no.
Really?
And I said, well, can we sit there? But it's not crowded. She says, no, we can't. And I said, okay, that's fine. So I didn't really understand that. But the service was great.
Maybe they're reserving it for the Basque contingent.
I guess so. I guess so. But you know, I had to get over the fact I'm not coming here for the ambiance. I'm coming here for the food because the plates were just institutional white solid plates.
Sure.
But the food was great. The oxtail stew, the meat fell off the bone. The side dishes were wonderful. My friend had the lamb, which she loved, and she felt the vegetables were a little too buttery for her. For me, it was fine. I love butter.
So me too.
Hey.
In a metro region such that we live in, where you know you expect decor and you expect good service and you expect a little bit of haute cuisine, right? You know, this is sort of a step back.
The anti-shishi.
It's a step back, but at the same time, the quality is there, and you get a lot of food for what you pay for. And I think it's something that anybody and everybody should experience at least once.
Okay. And Vivian?
I'd say great comfort food. Take your relatives; they'd love it.
And Kathy, what about you?
I would say don't go for the ambiance, go for the delicious food.
If you would like to visit the Basque Cultural Center, it's on Railroad Avenue at Spruce in South San Francisco. The telephone number is 650-583-8091. It's open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Friday, dinner on weekends, and special family lunch on Sunday. Reservations are accepted, and the average dinner tab per person without drinks is around $20. If you missed all of this tasty food the first time around, we hope you'll venture out to try it now. We've enjoyed looking back at 3 great European-inspired eateries. Thanks to Patrick Adair and the French culinary classics cooked in the quaint country setting of La Foret restaurant, Mike Steffen and the family-run restaurant serving up homemade pastas and pizzas at Vega, and Ross Ritterman's all-inclusive dining package complete with films, food, and family fun at the Basque Cultural Center. So go to our website at kqed.org/checkplease. It's where you can apply to be a guest on the show and where you can watch every episode or subscribe to the podcast. You can also read my notes on the wines we're drinking. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for exclusive behind-the-scenes clips, pics, and notes from me. We do love hearing from you. So join us next time when new guests will recommend their favorite spots right here on Check Please Bay Area. I'm Leslie Sabraco, and I'll see you then. Cheers.
Check Please Bay Area is made possible by the members of KQED and by Bay Area Subaru dealers. Opportunities to test drive the 2015 Subaru Impreza are available at local Subaru dealers. Subaru, online at Subaru.com. Integrated Resources Group, over 10,000 slabs in stock today. IRG in Brisbane and Dublin, online at marblecompany.com. Natural mattress systems from European Sleepworks, working to improve comfort and wellness for over 40 years. European Sleepworks in Berkeley, online at sleepworks.com. Oakland International Airport, with service to Europe, Mexico, Hawaii, and across the USA. Learn more at iflyoak.com.
Onyx, Team Talk redefined. Learn more at exploreonyx.com.
Support KQED's vehicle donation program and donate a car to help raise funds for quality public media. Powered by Cars.